Hey guys, and welcome to another very easy Lightroom tutorial. In this Lightroom tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the tone curve in Lightroom. So first of all, let's jump in and add some photos. So I'm going to add photo by clicking photo, click browse, and let's say I'm going to select one of the photo. Now review for import. Add one photo. Now we are done. So before I jump in, we're going to do some quick changes. For instance, I'm going to click that little bar on the top left and do some correction. Let's say I want to add some exposure, just a little bit, maybe a little bit of a highlight, some shadow, but we don't want to play too much with that because we're going to play with point curve in Lightroom. And then no color either. The reason behind, you can do almost everything with point curve, exposure or color. I'm going to get to it later. You don't even need the color mixer or shadow color grading there, because the color grading, that's just another way to use tone curve in Lightroom. So before I do that, I'm going to go to the optics, see all the lens corrections are done. I'm going to go to the detail and see the sharpening and noise reduction is done in Lightroom. Now once it's done, let's show you the magic of point curve. So let's close all the tab. Open the light, open the point curve. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 tool and this little target adjustment. Let's start with the first one. This is the white or RGB. So basically you can reduce the light, you can completely add light or get rid of everything. So what does it mean? Means that you control the brightness from 0 to 255, or another way to say, shadow to highlight to midtone with that one little tool by pinpointing. Suppose in this corner, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, you want to just change somewhere there while protecting everything else. Well, how are you going to do that? You can point there like that and see that a lot of detail came back, and now you pull down the rest. Of course, this is too aggressive, obviously, but I'm just showing you exactly what you can achieve with doing that. So let's say I'm gonna just, and that looks a lot more natural. So you just fixed your shadow, just doing that. Now let's click reset. Now click to reset, right click it and reset all channel. Beam, done. Now, you know what? You decided to give a really nice different film look with tone curve. Now, I'm going to show you how to do film look in tone curve by pull it up, go down in the lower midtone, add a little bit in the midtone, and voila, you have a really nice faded look. Now, in the red, if you go down, it gets teal. If you go up, it gets red pink. So you know exactly what you do with that. So, and also you can choose which department you want to control. Let's say lower you go, you're controlling the shadow. Midtone is the midtone, and upper you go, you're doing just in the shadow department, highlight department. You can see that if I go, it's happening only in the highlight, but the shadow department is going backward. So right click, reset channel. So I'm going to add a touch red in the highlight while saving the rest. Now blue section, I'm going to add a little bit in the green section. I'm going to add a little bit green in the shadow and the lower midtone, but leave the rest. And the upper department, I'm going to add a little bit yellow and save the rest. Now I'm gonna go back to this department and pull it up as much as I can just to make it extra faded. So don't go too crazy. So obviously you're going to go down just a little bit, and voila, you have a beautiful faded old school film look. Now to make extra effort, to give that extra effect, you can go to Effect tab, zoom in, go to the grain and add strong amount of grain, and now you officially have a really beautiful film look just by using tone curve. So this is the beauty of tone curve. Tone curve can be used to fix your photo. Tone curve can be used to give a creative look to your photo. So now you know how to use tone curve in Lightroom. Play with it, and I highly recommend you to use it as much as you can to correct your photo, to color grade your photo. So just a reminder, I'm going to reset everything, and I'm going to actually reset all of it. And this one, first one, that's to add brightness, reduce brightness, add shadow or black, reduce black, reduce highlight, add highlight, and reduce highlight. Of course, you don't want to go too crazy, and same goes for each independent channel where you can control the color of highlights to midtone to shadow. I didn't show you the last one, obviously, this one, and this one, it's more similar, but it also just work in the luminance section. So imagine that this is the same thing, but only works on bright to dark, right? So stick with first 4. Fifth one, we don't need to really do too much, you'll be fine. And if you want to pinpoint if you're not sure about it, you can click that target, click that at the bottom section, and select what you want to do by going back and forth. You can completely invert the photo, which is another amazing way to invert negative to positive if you have one. Anyway, I think you got the idea. So this is how you use point curve in Lightroom. Enjoy the software. I wish you all the best. See you next time. Bye-bye.